blanket on me. I'm just gonna get cozy. What's up everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this video. And if it's your first time here, my name is Courtney Capano. So excited to have you. And as you can see by the title, this is how to have a healthy lifestyle in your 20s. And this video is not going to be a what I eat in a day video, what you should do to lose weight, what you should do to, I don't know. There's no one size fits all for health. And this video is definitely not going to be me telling you what you need to do to be quote unquote healthy, because I think the term healthy is so different for every single human being. I felt kind of compelled to just do this because I think in our 20s specifically, there is so much growth that happens. There definitely has been for me. And there's so much oversaturation with social media around this idea of health and what that means. And so I am just offering 5 tips or ideas or ways, concepts, I don't know, 5 things that have helped me to be the healthiest version of myself. And so I'm sharing them with you because that's what I do here on YouTube. We're gonna dive right in. I'm gonna be totally real with you guys and just talk through my journey to health. I wouldn't even say I'm at my 100% healthiest point, like mentally, physically, like at all. So I'm not trying to have this video be like, do this and you'll be healthy. I'm just trying to say what has worked for me and things that I'm still trying to do to be the best version of myself. So that's all this is. I do have notes because I've been kind of like conceptualizing this video and what I wanted to talk about for a while. So I want to make sure that I hit on the things that have come to my brain through time. So don't mind me if I do look down. Hopefully this is helpful for you, just hearing from someone else that is just trying to be vulnerable, because I think that's really the best thing we can do to connect with other people and maybe be relatable in some way. So that all being said, let's get into our 5 ways that we're going to try to be healthy. I'm right there with you, trying. So the first idea is around goal setting, and hear me out, okay? I know that we've been told for years, from like 1st grade, when we have to write our goals for when we graduate high school or whatever. Did anyone else do that, like put together like a time capsule or something? But something that has really worked for me with goal setting is this idea of like visualizing yourself a year from now, 6 months from now, whatever it is, right? And picture yourself at that time the healthiest version of you, right? Picture yourself in a place where you feel your best and you can continue to feel your best. For example, this is not a great example, but it's the first thing that comes to my mind. And again, I'm just being real here. You want to lose 5 pounds and you want to be 5 pounds lighter 6 months from now, right? A lot of times when you set those goals, you decide that you're going to cut calories. You're going to not go out and get burgers with your friends. You're going to do things that are going to be limiting, right, to get to that goal. So in 6 months from now, maybe you've lost that 5 pounds, but it's not a great quality of life. You are saying no more often. You're compromising maybe your mental health in order to reach that goal. I think what has helped to me is to set goals and think about how, you know, I'm gonna feel when I reach that goal and what is gonna be sustainable. So instead of losing 5 pounds being your goal, have it be, I want to be in a place where I feel good in my body and I feel good in my life. I want to have something that is just sustainable. Think about your career. 1 year from now, I want to have that promotion. Okay, what is going to fulfill you when you're in that promotion? You know, are you still having dinner with your husband every night, or are you working late? Is that worth it? Are you able to enjoy time with your children on the weekends, or are you stressing about your career? Like, what is gonna really fulfill you holistically in 1 year? Don't just think about one goal without thinking about your life with it. And I know that maybe sounds simple, but I know for me, when I've set goals or when I've really wanted to achieve something, I didn't think about how reaching that goal or milestone would affect other parts of my life. And I think you just really need to visualize yourself in a happy place in your life and see what it's gonna take to get you there. Too often we set goals that are gonna cause us to sacrifice ourselves, the things that make us happy, and I think you should set goals that are gonna really allow you to be proud of yourself in a year, be proud of your accomplishment and be happy. What is the point of accomplishing something if you can't even celebrate it? And then on this idea of goal setting, I think when you are thinking through visualizing yourself a year from now, really lean into the things that you're curious about. I often think about regrets in my life, and I do have regrets. I don't believe always that everything happens for a reason. I think oftentimes my biggest regrets are things that I didn't try or didn't do because I wasn't confident in myself. I just let fear take over, like whatever it is. My biggest regrets are always those situations, and I'm trying so hard to like picture myself a year from now, and I'm okay with the idea of not succeeding at things. I'm not okay with the idea anymore of me not trying things and regretting it later, if that makes sense. You're not gonna regret trying something new. Like, you're never gonna regret it. If it doesn't work out, it's still a better feeling than always wondering like, what if? So I don't know if that resonates, but it's just been on my mind a lot lately, and that's all I do is share things that's on my mind here. So try out those things you've been wanting to try, because a year from now, what if it works out, and what if you take on something that is going to fulfill you more than you've ever been fulfilled in your life? That is so much better than never knowing. So next up is surround yourself with good people. And I think oftentimes we are told to surround ourselves with people who build us up, who make us better. But just to flip that, surround yourself with people that you build up, that you make better. I think to be an active person in a friendship, in relationships, where you are actively caring enough to make people around you better versions of them, that just is so intrinsically rewarding, and that is just a way for you to feel so good about yourself and just helps you to get to an overall healthier mindset. Like, I think we so often are told to find people that aren't toxic, that you know, hold us accountable and make us better versions of ourselves. Yes, but for me personally, I love doing that for other people. It feels so good. And of course, you need people in your corner too, but make sure that you're doing pulse checks on your relationships, and make sure that you are someone that people can go to, that you are giving advice to others. Make sure that you're that kind of person, because that's when you know that you're in a healthy position, right? You're at a good state because there are people that are relying on you. And I think it's just good to check in on that. That's just my 2 cents. That, I think, actually is one of the most important parts of overall wellness and being healthy, is the people you surround yourself with. And doing many, again, pulse checks through your life on the people that you surround yourself with, because a lot of times it changes. And just make sure that people are just good that you're around, and good comes in a lot of different ways, shapes, and forms. So that's my 2 cents on that. Again, can you think of some new transition words? So next up is finding a creative outlet. And I have some thoughts on this, because this is also something that I think, which is awesome, is becoming more prevalent, especially with the pandemic. People have just had so much more free time. It is one positive out of the pandemic, amongst a lot of negative. But I think that, like, for me, YouTube was my creative outlet. It was born in 2020, and it has brought me so much joy and just appreciation for me time, and it makes me feel so connected to people that I would never be connected to, and it allows me to share. And I think for me, what I've learned is that I love sharing. I love learning from others, and I love hopefully helping other people learn some things, just based purely off of my own life experiences. With a creative outlet, there are just so many different options and things you can do. I also recently started thrifting more, and anything from just posting on Poshmark some of my favorite pieces that I just think need a new home and can go back again into the economy, into circulation, not just sit in my closet. Like, and it feels good to do that. I've been trying to buy more from local thrift stores rather than online shopping. Like, to me, those are creative outlets too, because they make you feel good. I just think there is so much like benefit in doing things in a way that hasn't been done before and doing things in a way that are your own. You can take pride in knowing that you are being creative and just trying something new. So I don't know, I feel like I might be babbling in this video, but it makes sense in my brain. So it's my channel, I guess it's fine. My phone just dropped. So next is something I've definitely talked about in other videos before, and it is investing in your skincare. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about, you know, what to eat or what to do to get in shape to be healthy, but I genuinely do believe that your skincare is such an important part of your overall health. Not even just because you are like preserving your skin when you have a good skincare routine, you are just helping it to be the best it can be. I also think there's just something about having a routine in the morning and night, which naturally comes with your skincare routine, that just makes you feel good. It allows you to start your day fresh and end your day really well-rounded. Having those kind of structures to your day, I think, really can help with overall well-being. And so I have talked in great length about what my skincare routine is. Definitely check out those other videos if you're interested. My skin is like at the best point it's been in a really long time. I am getting my period, so I have a few pimples, but pimples are not a sign necessarily that your skin is not doing well. So recently I've wanted to kind of take my skincare to the next level, and I started using an at-home nano chip pen, and I don't know if any of you have heard of that before. A lot of like facialists use this, and it is a way that it's a technology that allows your routine, the serums that you use, whatever it is that you put on your skin, to absorb more deeply into your pores. And so I was sent a care package from this company, Diminuage. I'm gonna link them down below, that offer this nano chip pen. They have two different kinds, and I have been using them for about a month now, and I have loved the whole experience. I use the pen like 3 to 5 times a week, and the pens are battery charged. They're so easy to use, and it has definitely just made my skin look better and just feel better. Like, I genuinely feel like when the pen is going onto my skin, you can just tell that it is deeply being absorbed, like the serums and the product that I put on my skin. So it's an awesome way to have an at-home facial and not pay nearly as much for it. So I actually recorded myself on my Instagram story, so follow me on Instagram to get some of these updates and content in real time. But I filmed myself using the technology that I'm going to show you. First, I'm actually going to show you a clip of me unboxing this like a month ago, so I'll put that in here. What you saw was some serum. They gave me a brightening serum that I have been using in addition to my serum that I've showed in other videos. They gave me the pen, the silver pen, as well as 2 different nano chips that go on top of the pen. So one is like a booster that I only use like twice a week, and then the other is the everyday chip that just really helps the product get into my skin. And it does not hurt at all using this product. It just feels good. Like, you know, when you can just tell something's working, like that's how this feels truly. The reviews are awesome on it. I checked those out before, and of course I wanted to use it for a month before I even talked about it on here, and I just absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna show the clip that I posted on Instagram here so that you can see me. I actually filmed this morning, and what you're gonna see in the video is first me using the serum, and then after is me just using the silver pen to just help the serum and everything absorb into my skin. So I'll roll that now. much for sending me this. I cannot wait to continue using it. And if you are interested, I'm again going to link it down below with a 15% off discount code. So you can try this out for yourself. Just to round out this fourth tip on my list, before I get into the last one, I really just think whatever it means for you to invest in your skin and take the time to treat your skin the way it should be treated. It feels really good. It is super rewarding to see your skin get to a better place. And I do believe in some, routines every day to help you have a healthy lifestyle. So that's just my tip. I do think investing in your skincare is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. So just whatever it means for you, this is my message to work on your skin, and it feels really good when you do. So we made it to the end of my list, and the last point is to not compare yourself to other people. That is number one on the list. I think in order to have a healthy life, you cannot compare yourself. And as I say that, I can think of a handful of times that I've compared myself in the last few weeks to other people, right? I'm saying this not in a way that is like, don't ever compare yourself again a day in your life and you'll be healthy. I still do. I think it's more, you compare yourself, what is your afterthought after you do that? I think it's so important to understand what you're doing when you're comparing yourself to other people. Not beating yourself up for doing it, but taking the next step to just know that you don't need to be comparing yourself. Oprah said it best, you don't have to do what everyone else is doing, and you shouldn't. For me, I compare myself most when I see other people accomplishing something that is so rewarding for them, and you can tell they're so proud. And then I start to not get jealous, but I just start to compare myself to other people. Like, when was the last time I really accomplished something? What am I proud about? And you just get down this rabbit hole. And I think you don't know about anyone else's journey, how they got to somewhere, right? So what you're comparing is only like surface level anyway. And if anything, I just think the way to have a healthier life is to take that comparison and just turn it to motivation. Turn it into something that is gonna remind you, hey, I want to have that feeling. I need to work on myself, and just stop the comparison and just focus on your own journey, your own stuff that's going on with social media, with the constant, opportunity for us to absorb other people's happiness, other people's milestones, other people's success, which is awesome that we have accessibility to that, but that is so draining sometimes because all we're seeing is other people at great points in their lives. We're not sharing, myself included, I'm not sharing my bad days, I'm not sharing my fights with my husband, I'm not sharing my stress on social media. So even when we're trying to not compare ourselves, subconsciously we always are. And so hopefully this is kind of all coming full circle at the end of this video here, that the best way to not compare yourself is to see all of those other wins for other people. And when you start to wonder why you're not as happy as them, think through your last goal you set for yourself and how you're working to get there. Think through your creative outlets and how proud of yourself you are for being creative and for stepping out of your comfort zone and for challenging yourself and all the things I kind of talked about. It's important to remind you when you're comparing and when you're jealous and when you're just not in a healthy space, just remind yourself that you have so much that you're doing to work on you, and that's just a good feeling, and that's really worked for me. I am trying to be the healthiest person I can, and I'm not there. I don't know if you're ever going to be your 100% healthiest. I think we always can find things to work on, and that's important to just know that there are things you can work on and there are ways that you can just be better for yourself and for the people around you. So that's that on that, and that's all I have to say for this video. I do appreciate you watching and just being here, supporting me, supporting my journey, supporting my passion project, my creative outlet. It means the world to me, and I hope this was helpful for you. Even if just one point resonated, that is great for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder.